Look, I know I don't talk about politics a lot, okay? Because of that, I often have people asking me, like, wow, why do you hate politics? I don't hate politics. I hate Brussels sprouts. I fucking hate Brussels sprouts. I sat at the table one time for 5 hours because I just would not eat them motherfucking Brussels sprouts. Fucking disgusting. Anyway, it's not that I hate politics. It's not interesting to me. Look, my job is to travel different places and talk to people. Not just talk, but make those people agree on something. That I'm funny. Considering none of these people have anything in common and don't know each other, that's sometimes hard to do. So to do it, you have to know people. Like, you got to understand them, which means you got to listen to them. And through my listenings, I've learned that motherfuckers sound the same. Not that I don't like to argue. I love to argue. Ask my friends. I will just start arguing for no reason. But firstly, I like to choose who I argue with. And secondly, I get to choose what I argue about. And if neither person is trying to actually understand the other person, then what's the point of the argument? We're just going to end up angry. That's what happens a lot of time in political arguments. Because the good thing about politics is no matter who you are, what you believe, your intelligence level, you can be right. Because there is no consensus right, there's no consensus wrong. So no matter who you are, you can be right and wrong in the same moment and continue the argument. A lot of the arguments just become circular. Not discussions of thought, they're just, I'm right, you're wrong. Who can prove it? Again, since there is no consensus on what right or wrong is, and there can't be, you can win or lose and still continue the argument. Which means a lot of the time, people are saying something only to people who either already hold that same idea, which then becomes pointless. It just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, I'm going to say this shit because I believe it, and these people are going to agree with it because they agree with it, and so who the fuck am I saying it for? Or they'll say shit that they know people absolutely disagree with and then won't listen to the people actually saying something about it. Doesn't matter because the people who disagree with it aren't listening either. So it becomes pointless, but also gives you the thing that you want. Because whereas we used to be talking and the only people that heard what we were saying were the 6 people that were literally within earshot, now I can say something, 6 billion people can hear it. Out of those 6 billion, there's always going to be a couple that agree with what I said. Which means no matter what I say, I can be right. So I don't have to listen to anybody else. That type of discussion is just boring to me. Unfortunately, in my opinion, that keeps politics very effective at the high level and very ineffective at the low level. So as I have stated before, I do have opinions on things. And I do talk about some of it on stage sometimes, if I want to. I don't ever feel obligated to talk about shit. And I'm not afraid to talk about shit. I talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. Period. And if you still have a problem with that, well, then, your mama.